I would like to add something controversial. I do believe this movie needed a very adult element in this film, and that very adult element would be Wonka with an opium addiction. Crush Parking Lot Candy, why the fuck would you do that? Why wouldn't you add the element? He's always daydreaming. He flies around. There's edible shrubbery. He's milking a damn giraffe. It just goes with it. Okay, finally my turn to have an opinion. So I just finished Wonka, and I'm actually still currently sitting in my car in the parking lot because I didn't feel like I could wait. These are my first initial reactions and thoughts. I might do a bit of a deep dive later on, but we'll see. So let's get the first thing out of the way. Yes, it's a musical. But I will also say this is more of a musical than the original. And we're not talking about the Tim Burton one. That movie doesn't exist in my perfect world. Anyway, I feel like the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, like the music was more complimentary than it was like pushing the storyline, as opposed to this one where the music is really pushing the storyline. Does that make sense? Like, you wouldn't be able to get the whole story for this one if you didn't listen to the music, as opposed to you could watch the entirety of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory from the 70s, not listen to the music, and still know what's going on. Now, my reaction, I kind of love it. Like, there's elements I don't love, but overall, I kind of love it. And I don't know who was driving the damn Timothée Chalamet simp train, but saved me a first-class ticket. I did not realize he was this cute. The dimples and the curly hair, and he has cute hands. I can't contain myself. He's incredibly enthusiastic, and I can see him starting off as himself and slowly working his way into Gene Wilder later on in life. Although I am not the biggest fan of his singing voice. I'm not saying he can't do it, I'm just saying to me it doesn't really fit. Like, lots of actors use separate singers, and I think, like, in this case it would have been okay. Again, not that he did a bad job, it just didn't fit to me. And then my other complaint, and it's going to sound really weird, but I'll explain it. It's almost too whimsically. Which, I know that's the point, but you're pushing, like, back into that Tim Burton, everything looks really weird territory, almost like Spy Kids-esque. When your original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was very plain. It had those elements of being very pretty, you know, the big chocolate room and all of that, but it wasn't pushing uncanny, I guess. I mean, you can definitely have whimsical inside of real life and it still look fine. I mean, think about the original Addams Family movies. It looks like it belongs. Or you could even say, like, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Now, granted, that's animated, but you get where I'm going with this. And I wish the chocolates would have actually looked like just really pretty made chocolates. The candy itself looked super duper fake. It kind of looked like toys or something. Overall, it's adorable. And it got my heart there at the end. I definitely foresee myself watching this more than once, and I will be buying it when it comes out. And not a single person told me that Mr. Charles Carson, who is the head butler of Downton Abbey, is in this movie. And it was a lovely surprise. 8.75 out of 10.